Good morning.
Good morning.
24th day or the 26th day cleanse. And Hurricane Lane is headed our way, and we're here hunkered down, protecting ourselves from the massive Category 1 storm that's going to be hitting Oahu about a year from now. Everyone is rushed out to the stores and stocked up on Pop-Tarts. And they are standing by, watching the television.
Wait a minute. There's no fucking Pop-Tarts in this house. I'd like a Pop-Tart, please.
We have no Pop-Tarts because we have battened down our hatches, Patricia. Yes, we have. Yes, and so has all of Oahu because they have the Pop-Tarts that they need to fight the storm, except it's going very slowly now. So they're all slowly leaving their homes and going back to Walmart and getting secondary Pop-Tarts and Little Debbie's and all the things that one needs when one is fighting Mother Nature. We are winding down our cleanse. We have, I have oatmeal this morning with a little milk, animal byproduct, and some fruit and some maple syrup.
And I'm having some grapefruit.
Grape nuts.
Grape nuts, sorry. With a couple strawberries and a little milk. And that's it. Not too exciting, but apparently all of it is very easily digestible.
And hi, Cassie.
Hi, Cassie.
And I just found out that my wife has an issue with metal spoons and how they sound against cutlery. It makes her skin crawl, she said. So she likes little wooden spoons. Because this is makes her crazy.
Stop it.
And we've been married less than a year, and I'm finding these things out.
I've told you that before.
I didn't know to what degree.
It's not that. It's this. Ready? It's this. Oh.
Doesn't bother me.
I know, because you're the one who's usually doing it.
I never do it.
Control over the spoon.
Oh, Patricia has chicken skin, see? So there are others, apparently. Anyway, I now know what not to do. So, Rebecca and Tim face a hurricane. Because we're kind of just like, there's not much more to talk about with the cleanse.
Cassie. Oh,
Cassie.
God, yeah. Oh, God.
You mean like,
no!
Like that.
God, stop it.
What is it with people? What's with you people? All right. So metal of any kind. Well, why do they make them out of metal then? Because men, right? Men, it's all men's fault.
I don't know. I like the wooden spoons. They're lovely.
Yeah.
They're kind of elegant.
Okay, I don't like fingers on a chalkboard, so I think we're all in agreement about that.
So the hurricane's coming, but it's very slow moving, which means the Big Island right now is being just soaked.
Hammered.
Right.
Yes, we learned from our neighbor, who is a scientist of some sort, that the wind streams of the last, 100 years or so have slowed down in the upper atmospheres, which is causing massive storm systems to move much more slowly than they used to. So things like Katrina and Sandy and all those were much more slowly moving, and they hover over the warm water, which is warmer than it used to be, and the storms are just massive now. So this one is kind of petering out, but it is moving very slowly, and so the longer it takes, the more damage it does because it just hangs there.
Right.
That's what our neighbor told us.
Yep, she certainly did.
What is the sky like outside? It's gray, but it's very calm, very, very, very muggy. Right?
Yeah, that's the worst right now. It's just very muggy. You can feel it coming by how heavy the weather is, by how it feels. Yep. No, there you're going to go on a field trip. Whee!
There's our papaya. There's another papaya. And there's the gray sky. Right? Lucky you live Hawaii, right? I mean, not bad for a major storm. And back to the breakfast table. I know Harp has made an experience. Here's experience. What? Excuse me?
We left him. We've lost him. Anyways.
I forgot.
Yes, Patricia, we will be bringing the plants in before the storm hits, but
I just brought the cat in.
We live in very small space, so those plants are staying outside until they have to come in, because otherwise we'll have no room to walk in here.
Yeah, and they take up room. They're very rude, and they talk a lot.
And they talk a lot. The plants just
So
oh,
not until the last minute, because you know how plants are.
They never give up. Never.
It's just
terrible.
Yeah, and the cat is already.
Yeah. So, what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi,
Apple. Say hi to Cassie. Hi, Apple.
Is that it?
So that's it, really. Nothing new to report about the house on the Big Island. We are still waiting to hear something helpful from the Small Business Association. So far, we just get a lot of phone calls asking us the same questions over and over and over and over again.
This is a testament to the American government's bureaucracy, as I've been spoken to by at least 4 officials from SBA who asked me how big my property was that we lost, how big the lot was, how many square feet, the lanai area, the carport area, and I've answered all these questions, and they woke me up at 6 this morning to ask me the same questions.
Again.
Meanwhile, we've already put in a bid on a house, and we're ready to find out whether or not they're going to approve that, and they haven't even mentioned that. I don't know what their thinking is, and I was too groggy to ask. I just like...
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Yep. So probably going to have to try to contact them again today to see if we can find out where we're at in the process.
Right.
Other than that, nothing new to report.
We decided to push back a little bit on the house because there were some things that needed fixing. So we asked that they be fixed or that we get a little credit. So we're waiting to see whether or not the lady has a conniption over that.
She might. But it's really not all that much.
Yes, don't these people take notes? Exactly. I mean, they do, but I think, they're all... It's a big bureaucratic machine, and the orders get passed around, and you can tell by the way they respond to things that, if it's anything outside of the way that they normally do it, their brain just shuts off. They're like, well, that's not how we do it, so... Crazy.
So... Anyways, as soon as we hear some more, we'll let you all know. Otherwise, I think everybody's just just sitting waiting for the hurricane. Well, that's it.
And as far as the cleanse goes, it was a good experience.
Mm-hmm.
Difficult. We learned things about our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Do we recommend it?
We recommend shorter versions of the cleanse.
Shorter versions.
The problem with something as extreme as this, and also the problem with things like some extreme diets, and I don't care what kind of diet you're on. It can be paleo, it can be...
Atkinson's.
It can be whatever, right? When you deny yourself for long periods of time, when you fall off that wagon, you tend to fall off the wagon big time. Like, you have 2 servings of fries instead of 1 or whatever. So, I'm going to go back to the all things in moderation. I know I need to eat less, and I know I need to have a better variety of foods and probably more greens in my diet and a little bit less salt, and I'm totally ready to do that, but within reason. So I think a cleanse like this is because it's not like we starved ourselves, but I think it's good for you like a couple times a year, just to, and if anything, to get you back to a baseline of where you should be eating and how you should be eating rather than how you probably normally eat. I mean, we're pretty good anyways. I mean, we cook all of our own food. We use very few ingredients that aren't homemade. Canned tomatoes, I think, is my biggest bad, evil thing, you know? And I would be happy to learn how to do it myself, to can my own tomatoes, because I love cooking with stewed tomatoes. But yeah, for those though who do McDonald's and maybe eats a lot of carbs and doesn't necessarily do a lot of greens and stuff, something like this would be really good to set you back to a good beginning nutritional place to be. Yeah. Tim?
But we haven't been in a McDonald's in over 10 years. We tried to go to Jack in a Box the other night. It was our first foray back into the world of scariness. Actually, it was more than a month ago, right? But we drove through on our bicycles, and they would not serve us. So we drove away in a huff, and we missed our chance to poison ourselves.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so we haven't been through one of those places in like over 10 years. Jack in a Box, any of those places.
We were in Pahoa, and we actually seriously considered going to Burger King.
We did.
But we did not.
We didn't do it.
Yeah.
But that's what problem is with cleanses like this. Now, Susie, Tim's sister, she did a terrific job. She was totally on it. She was committed, and it brought her great joy, I think, to have that kind of commitment, which is really, really fantastic. But for a lot of us, yeah, it's denying yourself that much makes cheating just so much more enjoyable.
Well, and if you're a busy person and you have to get up early and shower and then run out the door to work, and you're driving in your car and you haven't had your whatever it is you like to have, and there's a fast food place, of course you're going to go get a Egg McMuffin, you know?
Right.
It's just
right.
And we work at home, so
we work at home.
We live right near the Walmart or the store. We can go get good food.
And Tim is okay with me spending a portion of my time doing the cooking. Because it takes a lot of time to do cook. No, it breaks into things like, you know, working time and so on and so forth. You know, you cook everything from scratch. That's a lot of time. It is. It's a lot of time. Even if you do things ahead of time, like on the weekend.
Right on, Leslie.
Oh,
yeah.
Eggs and steak.
Eggs and steak.
So we should be with you during this hurricane.
Nothing wrong with that either.
Whatever.
Although now we're telling we're not supposed to use coconut oil, and I've been using it religiously for 4 years now.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys are coconut oil crazy people because everybody told you how healthy it was, apparently it is not healthy. Actually, it is probably one of the most unhealthy oils you can eat. Craziness. I'll have to find the article and post it to the thread. So
she says we can have eggs and with steak because Jamie's coming into town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell him to watch out for that massive hurricane.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy out there.
Okay, so that's it, and we'll let you know if we live. We're just trembling here. Sorry. It's, you know, they keep saying massive. What did they say last night? The most devastating, dangerous thing on the planet. Most dangerous storm system on the planet is what they said. And then they're like, and when it gets to Oahu, it'll be a Category 1. Run!
Well, he's never been through a Category 1, so he has no idea. No idea.
Yeah, Patricia, check it out. We don't know. I mean, I hope she's wrong, really, because I would love to keep eating coconut oil.
It's tasty. It's wonderful, but there's a reason why it's so tasty.
We have to work, Leslie. Sorry, no cards.
Nope.
Didn't work yesterday. Anyway, talk to you tomorrow.
Aloha.
Bye.